exercises on relation between the two roots of the second degree equation and the coefficients of its terms. Complete each of the following. Question 1. If x equals 3 is one of the two roots of the equation, x squared plus mx minus 27 equals 0. So m equals, what is the value of m? And the other root is, also we want to calculate the other root. Here we have x equals 3 is one of the roots. So f of 3 equals 0. So we can substitute x equals 3 and the result equals 0 because 3 is one of the two roots of this second degree equation as follows. And we say, since x equals 3 is one of the two roots, so 3 squared plus 3m minus 27 equals 0. The left hand side is f of 3 equals 0. Now we calculate it. 3 squared, it is 9 minus 27 equals negative 18. So 3m equals 18. Here we have 3m minus 18 equals 0. It means 3m equals 18 and m equals 18 divide 3, which equal 6. So it is the value of m equals 6. The required here is to find the second root, the other root. We know if we have a second degree equation, so the number of its roots is 2. To calculate the other root, let the other root equals x2, and we have a rule: the sum of the two roots equals negative b over a. This is a rule. Here we have the sum of the two roots equals negative b over a, and it means x2, it is the other root, plus the given root, it's 3, x2 plus 3 equals negative b. B here is the coefficient of x in the original equation. Coefficient of x squared is a, and we have a equals 1 and b equals m. It is the coefficient of x. We calculated already, it is equal 6. And also we have c equals negative 27. It is the absolute term. So we say x2 plus 3 equals negative b over 1, negative b over a, negative 6 over 1. It means x equals negative 9. Question 2. If the product of the two roots of the equation 2x squared plus 7x plus 3k equals 0 equals the sum of the two roots of the equation x squared minus x plus 4 multiply x equals 0. Again, the product of the two roots here equals the sum of the two roots of this equation. So the product of the two roots equals c over a. It is another rule. The product of the two roots equals c over a here, and the sum of the two roots of the quadratic equation equals, here we can write the sum equals negative b over a. It is another rule. So from the given equation, the first equation, the product equals C over A. C over A. 3K over 2 equals negative B. B is the coefficient of X in the second equation. So negative K plus 4 over 1. Again, 3K over 2 equals negative K plus 4 over 1. Here is the product of the two roots in the first equation, and right hand side equals the sum of the two roots in the second equation. And by solving this equation, we have 3K over 2 equals negative multiply negative is positive, K plus 4 over 1. Cross multiplication, we write 2 multiply K plus 4, it means 2K plus 8 equals 3K plus multiply 1 equals 3K. And from this relation, we can write K equals 8. Here, K equals 8. Question number 3. The quadratic equation which each of its two roots increases 1, then each of the two roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 3x plus 2 equals 0 is. So first we have a given equation, x square minus 3x plus 2 equals 0 is the given equation. What is the roots of this given equation? By factorization, x square is x multiply x, and 2 it is negative 1 multiply negative 2. So x minus 1 equals 0, it means x equals 1, or x minus 2 equals 0, it means equals 2. So 1 and 2 are the two roots of the given equation. The required equation, the two roots of the required equation are 1 plus 1, which equal 2, and the other is 2 plus 1. The two roots of the given equation are 1 and 2, and the two roots of the required equation increase by 1. So 1 plus 1 equals 2, and 2 plus 1 equals 3. So the two roots of the required equation are 2 and 3. The required here is to find this equation, not only the two roots. So the required equation is, we have another form. It is x square minus the sum of the two roots, L plus M multiply x plus Lm, the product equals 0, such that L and M are the two roots. So again, the required equation is x square minus 2 plus 3 multiply x plus 2 multiply 3, and we complete simplifying the left hand side. We have x square minus 2 plus 3, it is negative 5x. 2 multiply 3 equals 6. So x square minus 5x plus 6 equals 0 is the required equation. And now we go to question number 4. Question number 4. The quadratic equation which each of its two roots decreases 1, then each of the two roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. So first we will find the two roots of the given equation. Here we have the given equation, and we'll factorize it. X minus 2 multiply x minus 3. So x minus 2 equals 0. It means x equals 2, and x minus 3 equals 0. It means x equals 3. So we write 2 and 3 are its roots of the given equation. So the two roots of the required equation are 2 minus 1 equals 1 and 3 minus 1 equals 2. So the two roots of the required equation 1 and 2. And now we can find or calculate the required equation multiplying x minus 1 by x minus 2. X minus 1 and x minus 2 are the two factors of the required equation. X multiply x is x squared, negative 1 multiply negative 2 is 2, and the middle term, how we get it, negative x plus negative 2x, which equal negative 3x. And here is the required equation. Next question, second multiple choice. Question 5. If one of the two roots of the equation x squared minus 3x plus c equals 0 is twice the other, then c equals negative 4 or negative 2 or 2 or 4. So let the two roots L and 2L. One of the two roots is twice the other. If the first root is L, so the second root will be 2L. And now the sum of the two roots equals negative b over a. The sum of the two roots L plus 2L, L plus 2L equals negative b over 1, negative 3 over 1. Here in the first equation here, a equals 1 and b equals negative 3 and c is unknown, equals c. So L plus 2L equals 3L. Negative multiply negative 3 over 1 is 3. It means L equals 1. L equals 1. So the two roots of the equation are L and 2L. 2 multiply 1 equals 2. But don't forget that the required is C. The product of the two roots equals C over A. L multiply 2L equals C over A. And A equals 1. Because we have x squared and its coefficient equals 1. So we write L multiply 2L equals C over A equals C over 1. L multiply 2L equals 2L square over equals C. And this is equation 2. But L equals 1. So 2 multiply 1 square equals C. It means C equals 2 multiply 1 equals 2. Question: if one of the two roots of the equation ax square minus 3x plus 2 equals 0 is the multiplicative inverse of the other root, then A equals, first, if one of the two roots equals L, so the other is 1 over L. One of the two roots is the multiplicative inverse of the other. If one of them is L, so the other is 1 over L. And the product of the two roots equals C over A. Here we have A equals A and C equals 2. And now we can substitute the product of the two roots, L multiply 1 over L equals 2 over A, as 2 equals C. C equals 2. And then L multiply 1 over L equals 1. It is equal to over 1, 2 over A, so A equals 2, and the answer is C. Here we have if one of the two roots of the equation x squared minus b minus 3x plus 5 equals 0 is the additive inverse of the other, then b equals solution. If one of the two roots equals L, so the other will be negative L. One of the two roots is L and the other is the additive inverse. So the sum of the two roots of the given equation here is negative b over a. It is a rule. So L plus negative L, it is the first root, and the negative L is the other. L plus negative L equals negative b. B here is the coefficient of x squared, which equal negative b minus 3. It is the coefficient of x, coefficient of x. So negative multiply negative b minus 3 over 1. L plus negative L equals 0. Negative multiply negative is positive b minus 3. And we have finally b equals 3, and this is the answer. Next question. The dimensions of a rectangular piece of land are 6 and 9 meters. We can draw it. We have a piece of land in the form of a rectangle. The two dimensions are 6 and 9 meters. It's required to double this area by increasing each dimension with the same distance. Find the additional distance. First, we draw the rectangle. So its area equals the length multiply width, 6 multiply 9 or 9 multiply 6, which equal 54 meter square. So the area of the given rectangle is 6 multiply 9 equals 54 meter square. And the dimensions of the required rectangle are 6 plus x and 9 plus x. Meter, of course. Here it is required to double this area by increasing each dimension with the same distance. We consider the same distance, the increasing distance equals x. So the new dimensions are 6 plus x and 9 plus x. It will double the given area. So it is equal to multiply 54, which equal 108. The original area is 54. When you double it, you multiply it by 2. 2 multiply 54 equals 108. And now we have this equation. 6 multiply x multiply 9 plus x equals 108. So 6 multiply 9 equals 54. X multiply x is x square, and the middle term is 15. 15x. How we get it? Multiplying the means plus the product of the extremes. 9x plus 6x equals 15x. And the right hand side will be 108. So, and we arrange it. X square plus 15x equals 54 minus 108, which equal negative 54, and the right hand side will be 0 here. And we can factorize it to calculate x. X square plus 15x minus 54, x square is x multiply x. X multiply x here. Negative 54, it is negative 3 plus 18 equals 0. So x minus 3 equals 0 here. it means x equals 3, or x plus 18 equals 0. It means x equals negative 18 and it is refused, of course, because x is negative, the length is negative, distance is negative, so that's why it is refused. Of course, you can find the two roots of this equation using calculator as follow. First we go to the mode and we choose number 5, it is equation here, and we choose number 3 to write the coefficient of x square and x and c, second degree equation. So we press 3. What is the value of a? It is 1, and then equal, equals 3. It's the first root. Second root is negative 18, and of course in this question negative 18 is refused.